Thankfully, when that happens, we will be inside those cool schools, no matter what the weather is like outside. Unfortunately, not the case for our Jacob Brooks, who's run into some rough weather during his live shot so far this week. Rain on Monday, and then that bout of sleet on Tuesday.
Not so bad today, but it might be a little scary this morning anyway, because he's talking about ghost walks through the Erie Cemetery. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning. So the weather's not scary, but my story kind of is, but it's a good kind of scary. We're live inside the Erie Cemetery for more on their Ghosts and Legends tour. We're going to tell you about one of those legends coming up. With me is Becky from the cemetery. So real quickly, for those who haven't heard about it, what is this Ghosts and Legends tour?
The Ghost and Legends Tour happens at Erie Cemetery. It starts October 26th, and it goes every evening until the evening before Halloween. So we have 9 tours altogether. Unfortunately, for those listening who haven't purchased tickets yet, we are sold out. The tickets went fast. It's a new tour this year. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you're going to be talking about the ghosts and legends of the Erie Cemetery, including this vampire crypt that we're standing in front of. A lot of people talk about this. So tell me, what is the legend of the vampire crypt here?
This crypt is very famous here in our cemetery because it's not marked. There's no name on it like all of our other mausoleums and crypts. And there's a V, looks like a V above the door, hence the vampire. So the legend has it that a boy in the 1930s broke into this crypt, found a corpse with a ring on it, put the ring on his finger, and the next day at home, his ring finger was savagely torn off and he had passed. There was also stories of a vampire that was attacking people, and the person was leaving this crypt and going out into the community, killing people, and all the dead were drained of blood. So that's the legend here of this.
Yeah, so what's that'll wake you up. What's the reality of it? What have you guys been able to find out?
The reality is this crypt is owned by a Mrs. Gertrude Brown, and she purchased it in the 1880.
Yeah.
And the first person buried in here is her father, George Washington Goodrich, hence the vampire, I guess. But Mr. Goodrich was a normal person. He was a baker. He worked in various other businesses here in town. And there are some children, his wife is here, and there are some children in here as well. So they're very normal people.
Yeah, very normal people, but a really unusual story. And I just got to say, driving around the cemetery, the work of some of the graves here are just beautiful. They don't make them like this anymore. This is stunning.
No, Erie Cemetery takes great pride in the beauty of our cemetery. And normally you can see that better during the day, but with our tours you'll get a special look at night.
Yeah, and I will say it is very creepy here in the dark. So we're going to be going to a witch's circle coming up at 6:30, and we're going to talk more about that. Live from the Erie Cemetery, I'm Jacob Brooks, Erie News Now.
I've never been to a witch's circle.
Me neither, so we're looking forward to that.